let's talk hygiene, because I realized that all of the hygiene tips that I know right now are things that I learned as an adult. These tips would have been helpful when I was a teenager struggling with hormonal changes, confidence, and we're gonna go from the top to the bottom, girl. We are gonna go from the rooter to the tutor, whatever that saying is. You need to change that towel more often than you do. You're not changing your towel enough. You wanna know how I know? Go smell your towel right now. What does it smell like? Does it smell like old water? Does it smell like it's been sitting there for 7 weeks? Yeah, that means it's time. It's way past time. I like to change my towel honestly, every like 2 to 3 days, because I noticed that when you have poor ventilation in the bathroom, your towel's not fully drying, and I just personally don't like the smell of old water on my towels. So I just change them often, which would mean washing them more often, but that's okay, because that means that we are keeping up with our laundry and that we are bathing with clean laundry. Another tip I have is, how many soaps are you using? Because you should at least be using 3 soaps. 1 to clean, because you need that antibacterial. That would be my first wash. I first wash with antibacterial soap. Second wash would be a moisturizing soap, because I personally find that antibacterial soaps definitely strip the skin of its natural moisture and leaves my skin feeling kind of dry, kind of rubbery, you know that feeling? So I just go in with a moisturizing soap. Now this is key, do not forget this part. The last soap you use, and yes, ladies, we are using 3 different kinds of soap. The last soap you use should be something that smells good, a scented soap. I would suggest the first soap also smelling good. So Dr. Bronner's, I like Dio, I like black soap, blue soap, depending on where you are. All those antibacterial soaps are excellent for the first wash. Second wash, I use a good Dove, but the unscented, the light blue kind, the unscented, the girlies know. I use that for the intimate parts. I use that for the rest of my body. It has a clean smell to it. It's not too strong. It's unscented, but like it still has a tiny bit of a scent. It's not too strong, and I find that it's pretty moisturizing. If you don't want to use that, then you can use any kind of moisturizing soap that doesn't have crazy hard ingredients. For the smell good soap, girl, that is up to you. Make sure it's something that doesn't smell cheap. Make sure it at least has natural scent ingredients, because by cheap, I mean that they are using artificial scents and flavors in order to smell good. But hey, if that's your thing, I'm not judging you. Personally, I do like to keep it more natural. So I'll find, like I said, a Dr. Bronner's. I like TJ Maxx. TJ Maxx has a great selection of soaps that don't contain too many harsh ingredients, or anything with like a shea butter, vanilla, cocoa butter, that kind of thing. You should be fully clean. Your skin should start to look clear after a while of doing this regimen, and you should be smelling good for the rest of the day. At least not smelling funky. At least you'll smell fresh. Now, when you get in the shower, I would highly recommend a African net sponge. I can link one down below that I use because it's authentic. You can get it from Amazon, it's really cheap. And I use that to lather up my soap real good. I lather it up real good, and then I wash all over. Make sure that you are getting those ankles, girl. Make sure you're getting it between the toes, behind the ears, and the belly button, underneath the underarms, on the sides of your stomach, your back. Do not forget that back. And I do this every day. Personally, I know that people say that you can over exfoliate. I have not had that issue. So now that we're out of the shower, we need a good moisturizing routine. What I find best is I use a vitamin E oil, unscented vitamin E oil. You can use any kind of oil, Palmer's oil, that smells good, but I like to take an unscented vitamin E oil, take an essential oil that I love, personally rose, smells amazing. You can find a vanilla, you can find a jasmine. Whatever is your style, girl, just get it. Put a few drops into the vitamin E oil thing, shake it up a little bit, and put that all over your body. And that truly, to me, is all that I need. I don't need the heavy butter unless it's winter. Then that's a different story, because yes, you do need the heavy butters, but you just need to put that all over your body and, do your thing. In terms of drying, though, I forgot that part. In terms of drying, I do love to use the washcloth to dry. I don't necessarily like to use the towel, just because I feel like the towel's too big, It's too big to fully get, it just takes too much work. I know I'm being lazy, but it takes too much work. I find it's more efficient to just use the washcloth to fully dry my body. And I like to be a little bit damp so that when I put the oil on, she soaks in, she absorbs, she dries into my skin with the water. Okay, now we're out of the shower. What is your oral hygiene looking like right now? Because if you're using Colgate and Crest, stop. Okay, they do not work. I know they don't work for a fact, because growing up, that was what we were told to use. You just get put it on your little toothbrush, brush your teeth. I don't do that anymore. First of all, I make my own toothpaste. I can make a separate video if you guys want to know the recipe. But I make my own toothpaste. If I don't, I use HelloFresh, because it's the charcoal one in particular. Or I love a good Ayurvedic, I hope I'm saying that right, toothpaste, and I get it from TJ Maxx, and it's got all these roots and herbs and natural ingredients, and I just brush my teeth with that. It's ugly, it's gray, but it works. It truly works. And a little tip for the girlies, because I know some of y'all are not doing this, you need to brush for the full 3 minutes, okay? And not just the fake little, in your head it felt like 3 minutes, but really 30 seconds had gone by. Now, following your oral routine, we're gonna go in with a nice, beautiful mouthwash, okay? Personally, again, I don't use the Crest, I don't use the Colgate, I don't use whatever. There is this, I think it's TheraBreath green, the green one. Works excellent for breath. It will truly freshen your breath the entire day and some, especially if you're using it at night. Yeah, top tier. 10 out of 10 experience. But if you don't want to do that and you are a natural girly like I am, I love to make everything from scratch if I can. Get you a handful of cloves, put them in some water, boil that. Make sure you boil them together. Don't overboil it, because apparently you can burn the damn cloves in water, and I didn't know that until recently. Anyway, boil them. Take you a glass jar. Now, I'm a girly who loves to reuse, so I just drink my kombucha, take off the sticker, keep that brown bottle, you know what I'm talking about. Put the clove water in there with the cloves on the inside. Let it sit for a day, 2 days. Use that. Use that. You will not go back to another mouthwash. Not only is it antibacterial, which means you're pretty much just brushing twice. Okay, so now we're out of the bathroom for real this time. We're gonna talk about nighttime routine, because truly it is very important to me. It doesn't have to be important to you. It needs to be important to you though, but it doesn't have to be. It's important to me that I smell good before bed. Now, you have some of the ladies who don't believe in putting perfume on before bed because they're hormone disruptors. I agree, sometimes. It depends. If the smell is good enough, I'll eat that up. For the most part, I'm an oil girly, okay? Perfume oil to the day I die. And you can make your own, you can buy your own. I just feel like there's less chemicals. I don't know why. I could be wrong, but hey. Rub that on your neck, on your thighs, on your arms before bed. This has nothing to do with the man, by the way. This is all for you. All for you. Especially if you dream, girl. If you know, you know. But just put the perfume oil on, okay? And make sure that your feet are moisturized. Personally, recently I've been using vegetable glycerin on my feet after the shower, and girl, nobody told me about that, but I'm giving it to you, girl. Use that on your feet, okay? I don't know why it warms up whenever I apply it, but I don't know. Put that on the bottom of your feet, and you can put socks on for like 30 minutes before bed, but do that, okay? This is a random hygiene tip that I just thought of. I think that women with clean shoes are like top tier women. Don't shoot me. Even my tennis shoes, I clean them. Tennis shoes, gym shoes, sandals. Make sure that they are clean as you can get them. And that was just a random little tip I threw in there. I don't know where that came from, but another random tip. I like making sure that my dishes are clean before bed. Okay, I lied. I try to make sure that my dishes are clean before bed. I truly try. I really try. I really do. I do. But sometimes the bed be calling, girl, and I know that. But at least make it an effort to clean the dishes before bed. If not, in the morning, they do need to be done. Okay? They do need to be done. Don't be over hard on yourself. Don't overdo it. Like, if you miss a day, that's fine, girl. It just needs to get done because dishes tend to make the rest of the house smell. If you leave dishes in the sink, the rest of the house will smell like either the dishes or the damn trash. So those two things do need to be rectified. Personally, I believe men should take out the trash. Don't come for me in the comments. So I don't really touch the trash, but the dishes need to be cleaned, and that will help with the overall smell of your house. Oh, that just reminded me. These are just coming to me as I, go throughout my day to figure out what the heck I be doing. Mop your floors, okay? Especially you young, okay? Mop the floor. Personally, when I mop, I use Fabuloso. There's a pink one because it smells good. It's like some kind of cherry, some kind of blossom something. But I put some boiling hot water on the stove, put that in a mop bucket, pour some Fabuloso. Some people say you only use a capful. I don't. I use the whole little, I use a lot, okay? And I put a capful of bleach. Now, the chemists don't come for me, okay? Because I didn't pass chemistry. So, leave it to yourself. I don't care what I'm making. The floor is clean. And then to add a little spice to it, just because I like to add a little spice, I put a few dashes of lemon essential oil, and I just go through the floor, have the house smelling amazing. For real. Bathroom, don't forget to mop that bathroom floor. Wherever you have hardwood is where you need to be mopping. Obviously, you sweep first. Which leads me to my next point, and probably my last point because this video is getting long. When you're finished cleaning, make a simmer pot. What does a simmer pot mean? A simmer pot is just, you get you a pot, you put it on the stove, you put some water in there, you grab everything you like that smells good in this kitchen, okay? I have a few different recipes, but my main one is cinnamon sticks, and I just peel a bunch of fruit. I eat the fruit, make a little fruit salad, make something with the fruit. Peel the fruit, put the peels in the concoction, put the cinnamon in the concoction. It can be ground cinnamon, it can be stick cinnamon, whatever you have. Make it work. I put a little bit of vanilla extract or vanilla essential oil. I put some other essential oils that I have, and I just stir it up, put it on low simmer, let the steam run through the house. After you clean, let me tell you, sister, listen, and don't burn down the house. Don't burn down the damn house, okay? Because I don't want to be responsible for if your house burned down. The house will be smelling amazing. I think those would be the tips that I could think of right now. And I could make a part 2 because I kind of like talking about this. I have a billion of them. If you liked this video, if you like my vibe, if you like me, go ahead and subscribe. And I'll keep these coming. I'm going to try to post every single day. And yeah, I look forward to building a relationship with you. I look forward to building my little womanhood circle. I look forward to building my ladies, a community of the ladies. And yeah, thanks for watching.